any win in this league is important, and you take them when you can get them.
And welcome into Buck and Honey's in Mount Horeb. I'm Zach Hanley. He's Tyler Wall, and this is Wisconsin Huddle. What a week it was for the Wisconsin Badgers. 2 Big Ten wins. Now, I'm not going to say it was because of your beard, but I'm not going to say it was because of your beard. And the last time, are you keeping that all year or what? What's going on?
I think so, but my mom's really not too big of a fan of it. But I think I'm going to keep it
If
around.
it's working, you got to keep it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, going 2-0 in the week started with a win against Iowa. Wisconsin back on the court for the first time in 11 days and continued their hot streak thanks to a balanced attack. 4 Badgers scored in double figures, led by Wall's 19 points, and they dominated the Hawks in just about every statistical category to earn their 4th straight win in the series as they continued to become more and more confident.
I keep going back to last year, but this year it just feels a little bit different with our confidence, and that's just some of the guys we have. But I think it's really high right now, and it was good to get that first game out of the way after the new year.
Taking it game by game, day by day, practice by practice, whatever we got, that day is going to be a grind, and we're ready to work. So just, handling whatever's in front of us, we're ready for it,
How different is this team compared to last year in just terms of confidence on the court?
I feel like, we got a lot of confidence because we got a bunch of new guys in. We got a deep team. So we got confidence in them. They got confidence in us. And I feel like it's a little less pressure. Me, Steve, Chucky, Connor, we got to do less. And that saves our energy so we can do the things that we really need to do at a high level.
Well, Dunks, they also build confidence, and there were 6 in the game against Iowa, 4 by A.J. Storr, including a Showtime slam off the backboard.
Lead feed Chucky to the rim and tries to lob it off the glass. Storr catches and sends it down hard. Oh, yes, sir. Chucky to A.J.
What was your view from that dunk? And is that just one of those things where you're like, yeah, that's what A.J. does?
Yeah, I mean, we see it in practice. We see it in open gyms a lot more. And I saw Chucky kind of get out there, and I kind of saw it unfold, and it was me and John Blackwell sitting at half court. So we were sitting down, got a nice view. He probably jumped a couple feet in the air there. But it was a great view, and it was something really special, and haven't seen that in the Kohl Center too many times.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Well, win number 2 came a couple days later against Nebraska. The Huskers entered maybe as the surprise team in the Big Ten with nearly the same amount of wins through 14 games as they had all of last year. But again, the Badgers flexed their muscle. They never trailed in this one, led by as many as 20 in the first half, and shot 50% from 3 thanks to Connor Essegian dialing up 4 triples in a return-to-form performance.
Obviously, everybody loves the ball going in, but I told him yesterday, I don't care about that. I want you to compete. I want you to defend, scrap, get a little scratched up and dusty a little bit, dirty, and shots will go in.
You never know, when your last game, your last minute will be. And to be able to go out there and just kind of play hard, make, winning plays on both ends of the floor, that's something I've been working on a lot recently. And it kind of translates from practice, too. So to have it going on both ends, it was great.
His last 6 games, 11 total points. Against the Huskers, 12 points in 12 minutes. What can you say about Connor? Worked hard in practice, waited his turn, and then had a performance like that.
I mean, yeah, he really took it head on. He had a challenge from his defense, and he really took it to heart, and he was able to push himself in practice. He really had a great couple weeks of practice, and then he finally got the opportunity once he was feeling confident with that to do what he really does, and he put a few of those long balls up, and they hit the bottom of the net.
Well, now it's time for your favorite game, the Quickie Quiz, sponsored by Quick Trip. We're going to test your knowledge of Wisconsin's NCAA tournament history. Are you ready?
I hope so.
All right, number 1. The Badgers have qualified for the dance 27 times, including 2020. How many times have they been a number 1 seed?
I'm going to say 1 time.
1 time is correct. 1 for 1.
There we go.
All right, number 2. When was the last time Wisconsin made it to the Sweet 16? Multiple choice to help you out. A, 2013, B, 2019, or C, 2017?
Well, I graduated high school in 2019. and I was following them, so I don't think they made it then. So I'm gonna go with 2017.
2017 is correct. That was part of 4 straight trips to at least the Sweet 16.
There we go.
Bonus question, do you know who they lost to in overtime after they beat #1 Villanova?
Florida?
Yeah, but we don't like to talk
Nah,
about that.
no, we don't. That's it.
All right, number 3. How many wins does Greg Gard have in the tournament? A5, B6, or C7?
I'm gonna go with B6.
B6, 6 wins and 2 Sweet 16 appearances. We're thinking a couple more wins this year, but we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. So 3 for 3.
That's
I'm
the
not
plan,
sure you've gotten one wrong in these quizzes yet.
You know, I study coming in here. I know I'm gonna get a quiz, and I do a little tune-up before I come in
Tyler
here.
Wall, good on the basketball court, and you want to be his partner in trivia. We'll just say that. We've got more from Wisconsin Huddle after the break.
Was kind of one of the ones that I was left for me when I got in the came out of the portal, but I guess kind of Ryan Larson back at Wofford, who was our point guard. He was number 11. I guess that was a little bit of a reason why I wanted it. He was always a super good PG for us.
In high school, Tyler Wall wore this, and looking at, watching him in high school, kind of wanted to like play like him. So it's kind of funny it came full circle. Now I'm wearing 31, just like Tyler did.
I wear 25. Well, it's because of my dad. He wore 25 when he was in high school, and like people from where I'm from wore 25, like really good players. And second, my birthday's on Christmas Day, December 25th, so that's why I wear number 25.
And welcome back to Buck and Honey's in Mount Horeb. Tyler, simple question. Why do you wear number 5 at Wisconsin?
Well, I'd wear number 5 because family's kind of a big thing for me. I love my family. They come to a lot of the games, especially the home ones. And so I got 3 sisters and my mom and my dad, so that's why I wear
Do the
number
math,
5.
it's 5,
Yeah.
right? Aww. Well, we just heard from Nolan Winter that he wears 31 because it's the same number that you wore in high school, and he looks up to you. You can get a little awe if you want to, yeah. How does that make you feel when you hear one of your teammates say that?
I mean, it's really cool, especially special with Nolan because we're from the same hometown. And I honestly had never thought about really playing with him because he was so much younger than me. But yeah, he makes me feel old. But he's a good time, and I think it's a really special thing to have the youth look up to me.
The youth.
And hopefully I'm doing a good job.
Well, so you mentioned the old part, right? You're the oldest guy on the team, correct? So we caught up with a couple of your teammates to find out the things that you do to make them say, man, Tyler's old.
What probably makes me feel that Tyler's so old is that he can't beat me in any video game anymore, or he can't beat anybody in our house in video games. You know, kind of once you hit that age, like, you get older, you don't really play a whole lot of video games. So I would say that's kind of how I know he's getting old.
His new beard look, it makes him look like a real dad, like a real. And me and Jack call him our Uber. He always picking us up, taking us to places. So he's really our pops for real on the team.
He said I got to go watch over my sons when he was talking about me and Jack Janicki in a car. So.
And we're back with Badger Extra columnist Jim Polzine. Jim, we'll start with you. 80-plus points in back-to-back games in the Big Ten for the first time since 2014, 2015. Not comparing this team to that team, but what have you liked offensively from this group?
I think there's just so many options. You know, AJ Storr and John Blackwell, those guys arriving on campus, has created more options, and there's different ways this team can score. This team can score at all 3 levels. What I've really loved is they've gotten to the free throw line, and what I've loved even more, they've made a lot of free throws. So it's just, they're kind of a joy to watch. You can tell they like playing with each other. There's a lot of chemistry, and they're just kind of clicking.
They've won 11 games since losing to Providence. What's it like to be in this groove where you're beating teams, not closely, but you're beating teams by an average of 15 points?
I mean, yeah, last year I feel like every single game was down to the wire. 4 minutes left, and it's probably tied, or we're down, or we're up by 2 points. So it's really nice because you knock down your free throws at the end of the game. There's not as much stress, and you can get the walk-ons in and the guys that are on the bench in the game, which is always a good time.
Well, Chucky Hepburn's quietly having a great season. His points might be down, but he's getting other guys involved and has more steals than turnovers. What has impressed you the most about him so far?
I think just that he's playing under control. And I think last year, and you can shoot this theory down if you want, Johnny Davis had left for the NBA and created this void, and I think so many guys had to step up, try to step up and be that guy. And it's a big step. It's a lot. You're moving up one spot on the scouting report, and it's not an easy thing to do. It takes some guys longer than others. I think this year, Tyler, Steven, and especially Chucky are just playing under control. They're using what's around them because there's so much around them.
How has Kirk Penny helped you with your shot? And when was the moment that you knew this guy is a sharpshooter?
I mean, yeah, I really didn't have too much of an idea until he came into the gym and the coaches were kind of hyping him up that, yeah, this guy could shoot the ball. And so he helped me out. And one thing, it was just being consistent, whether that's my hands, my legs, my feet, just being consistent and doing the same thing every time. And I've taken that to heart, getting my shots up. I feel like it's been proven to pay off.
Well, speaking of this guy, Jim, he's shooting 55% from the floor this year. That's up from last year. It was like 42.5, and 4 straight games in double figures. Obviously, last year he was playing on one leg, but how have you seen him improve from last year to this year?
Yeah, again, I think he's playing under more control, playing off 2 feet, absorbing contact instead of playing away from it a little bit. Probably all the things that Greg Gard just pounds in your brain. And maybe you told me there's some urgency, right? This is your last season, we think, right? You're not coming back for the 6th one, I think.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But I think you're playing with some urgency, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're giving it your all until you finally have to rip off that jersey.
Well, now's a good time to remind you to give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and X to stay up to date with all things Wisconsin Huddle. We're back after this. And welcome into Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. I'm Zach Hanley alongside Connor Asijian. We're going to play some NBA 2K. You ready?
I'm ready. It's been a while, but...
I was going to say, when's the last time you played?
Probably high school, honestly.
Okay, well, hopefully I'm better than you, maybe?
We'll see what happens. Playing basketball, like, at a high level, you would think I'm good at 2K. I'm actually terrible at 2K.
Oh, that's a shot. That's a shot. All right, you told me that.
I lied.
Yeah, you can't believe it. Who's your favorite NBA team?
NBA team? Honestly, I've kind of translated to like the Wisconsin, professional teams. So honestly, I'm a Bucks fan now.
Who's your favorite NBA player?
Are we playing on like Hall of Fame? Because this is like, honestly, my favorite player. It's kind of controversial, but Tyler Hero is my favorite player.
Why Tyler Hero?
Just love the way he plays, his energy. A lot of people say our game styles alike, so I kind of try to model my game after what he does. But, we're all laughing at this, but
yeah, I know.
It's been so long. Oh, shot fake, stay on your feet.
All right, so besides breakfast before game days, do you have any other superstitions or things that you need to do?
So kind of once I got, my own place on his head. Once I kind of got, to my own, place to live in the dorms freshman year, I actually would clean.
Clean?
Every game day too. I know. But so I always would clean the apartment on game days. I don't know. It's just something about coming back to a clean apartment, after a game. Wow, that ball movement is crazy. Coach Gard would have loved that.
Who's good at his take it away? Now you're gonna go down. Now it's about to go, yep.
You ready?
What's your name? Jack.
Jack, nice to meet you, bro.
Jack, Connor, you're about to get cooked.
You play a lot? No.
More than me? No. Why you say that? Because I scored 4 points in 10 minutes?
Oh. Okay.
let them know.
Yeah, 2K, you gotta talk.
There's gotta be a
Oh, that's a charge for sure. Let's go. Let's go.
We gotta end it on that.
That might be it. I don't know if there's a better play than a charge.
No. Well, maybe a three-pointer, but in Greg Gard's eyes,
Charge for sure.
it's 27 for him, 10 for me. I struggled. I even had Jack come in and off the bench. It didn't
Yeah,
work.
came in to try and help, just wasn't enough.
So, for Connor Asigian, I'm Zach Hanley. Tune in for more fun and games on next week's Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed.
Stop slapping down. Keep your hands up. Stop slapping down. You gotta stay here. You can't be here. Put your face on it. Grab the ball.
just not trying to get in trouble. Yeah.
AJ, don't get back cut. He always says, AJ, don't get back cut. So that's why that scared guard impression.
And welcome back to Buck and Honey's in Mount Horeb. Tyler, easy question. How would you describe Coach Gard?
Well, I'd honestly say he's changed a little bit. I've been here long enough where he's been kind of a different coach, where he's kind of getting his feet on the ground. But now I'd just say he's kind of like a father figure, where he's gonna give you the tough love. But then on the basketball side of things, I think he's got really good stuff. I feel like he teaches really well, and he's got a system, and he runs it really well.
Father figure, aka dad jokes, right?
Dad
now, I
jokes.
hope he watches the show, but I'm not sure he does, so you'll be all right with this one. Can you give us your best Coach Gard impression?
Oh, my best impression. Well, usually, if I miss a layup
Yeah.
or I turn it over or something, it's jump stop, like playoff 2. But that's as much you're gonna get out of me.
Okay, all right. Well, you mentioned you've been with him for a while. He's got some crazy sayings. Maybe what's your favorite Gardism?
Yeah, my favorite one is definitely because my buddy Max Klesmet always messes it up. Is you can't hoot with the Owls at night if you want to soar with the Eagles in the morning.
What does that even mean? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it means like don't stay up too late and go to bed.
Okay, well, we hope it means that. We hope it means that, because if he is watching and you don't get it right, you might have to run a little bit of that. Well, that's it for this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Be sure to join us on Monday, January 15th for our next live taping at Buck and Honey's in Mount Horeb starting at 6:30. For Tyler Wall, I'm Zach Hanley. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
I'm a first man.